have a question for you. Your ex, the same ex, who vowed to their daughter that they were done with, sent you a private, explicit tape without you on it. How would you respond? Now picture that video of your ex's new partner trying their best in high definition. Yes, greetings from the circus. For that is precisely what Papoose just accomplished. He forwarded his recording containing Claressa Shields to Remy Ma. And guess what? If that wasn't already messy, it was leaked by Remy. Not by accident, not covertly. Like a diss tune, she dropped it. No compassion, no blur, no warning. Twitter took off, Instagram went dark. Let's just say that TikTok's algorithm blushed as well. The key question is whether this was petty retaliation. You can tell it's not private if you send that kind of tape to Remy Ma. So it might be a desperate plea for attention or something much darker simmering behind the scenes. Hold on tight. More sexy than a stolen OnlyFans file, we have tea, tension, and leaking film. Let's reveal the whole truth. At the BET Awards, it began with a ping and a straightforward airdrop request in a poorly lit backstage corridor. However, it wasn't just a meme or hazy selfie that appeared on Remy Ma's phone. This was a full-fledged private tape, complete with high-definition Papoose and Claressa Shields in what can only be called an explicit and personal history. The worst part is still to come. He mailed it deliberately. According to people familiar with the matter, Papoose was attempting to demonstrate to Remy Ma that he had formally moved on, intimately as well as publicly and emotionally. For those who are new to our ghetto soap opera, let's go back in time a bit. Hip-hop royalty included Papoose and Remy Ma, the Mikes, Bonnie, and Clyde. During her bid for incarceration, he held her down, waited, remained faithful, and rode the wave before two-time Olympic gold medalist Claressa Shields entered. Medalist, unbeaten in combat, and now supposedly unbeaten in robbing Ray of his men. For months, the rumor mill had been in full swing. Red carpet pictures, dinner dates, and discreet workouts, the kind you don't take your wife to. The tape, however, was unique. Papoose supposedly gave it to Remy himself. It was the smoking gun, the nuclear warhead of receipts. What did she do too? The internet is already aware of it. She gave it away. Not just a little bit, either. Digital. Forensic experts on Reddit claim that the entire file, watermarked with the initials PC's raw final, is 2 minutes and 41 seconds long. This cannot be made up. Additionally, even though the majority of stars would be quick to DM, delete, or reject a lawyer, Remy immediately went to battle. She captioned it, linked it in a since-deleted Instagram story, and posted the entire thing to a private Reddit account. He desired attention. You've got it now. I wish you luck. Face of relief. Twitter went crazy. One person commented, Remy Ma just posted Papoose's homemade Cinemax film like it's a mixtape trailer. Another added, not Claressa doing UFC moves. In a love scene, fans weren't the only ones who commented. In a mysterious tweet, Cardi B stated, you guys knew that I would have set fire to his car and burned the video, not shared it. Naturally, 50 Cent captioned a still from the tape and reposted it. Remy Dunn became a global celebrity. She's not playing with you, LMO. Unexpectedly quiet. Nicki Minaj didn't say anything until she liked a tweet. The man was taken by Claressa. Remy now has her entire being on Dropbox. But hold on. How could Papoose possibly have such a tape? According to insiders, Papoose and Claressa recorded the video last month while on a romantic vacation in Turks and Caicos, ostensibly to commemorate Claressa's most recent victory in a battle. They were noisy, according to an unnamed resort worker. Very loud. We believed that a music video was being filmed. Shifts out. It was something quite else. This is where things start to get weird. Why would Papoose, a man who has always been so guarded and secretive, email his ex-wife that tape? According to a close source claiming to be Remy's cousin's hairdresser, Papoose felt deceived. Even after the entire court case fiasco, he discovered that Remy had once again been skulking. Around with Easy, the block captain. He therefore wished to demonstrate to her what loyalty looks like on video. Yes, you heard correctly. The simple narrative is still very much alive. Even while Remy denied cheating in court, her phone behavior, which was purportedly monitored by third-party surveillance gear, revealed a very different picture. Sources claim that Papoose clung to that cassette like a grenade of emotions. However, he mailed it to the Queen of Petty herself rather than tossing it in quiet. And she didn't think twice, Remy. She simply dropped the bomb and walked away without saying anything or tagging anyone. Everything, I mean everything, fell apart all of a sudden. You know how people act astonished when certain tapes leak? This one. No, even normally unconcerned vloggers such as Hollywood Unlocked and Tasha K went all out for DEFCON 1, according to an unnamed insider at the Shade Room. This is the messiest, most insane celebrity meltdown we've witnessed since Kanye publicly humiliated Kim, but the fallout affected brands as well as blogs. According to reports, Claressa Shields was negotiating with Nike for a commercial. You know what happened? Leaks claim that the agreement is on indefinite hold as it is examined further. What about Papoose? According to rumors, he was fired by his management. Supplied the tape to someone who was certain to leak it, not because of the tape itself. There was even a headline in the New York Post, "The tape controversy involving Papoose, and Ray hits a new low for hip-hop royalty and online fame." The one surprise, though, was that Remy never expressed regret. Neither did she ever deny it or remove it. Remy allegedly turned, grinned, and responded, "You leaked my name in bed. I leak your face online." Then a TMZ cameraman asked her outside a bodega in New York City if she regretted sharing it. Mike fell. It gets worse, though, since the second file started to circulate just hours after the first one went popular. And millions of people were reposting hazy edited bits on Twitter and TikTok. This one was unique. It wasn't uncooked. It was expertly edited. Soft lighting, background music, and a variety of camera angles. Papoose _Claressa final MPP4 is the file name. Which raises the question, was the initial leak only the start? This a planned incident? Or did someone close to them begin repackaging the drama in order to make money out of it rather than to ruin them? If so, who is responsible? Because after the initial video was downloaded 1 million times, people shifted the focus from what happened to who leaked it initially. People were shocked when the first tape appeared online. However, everything changed when the second, expertly edited version began to circulate. All of a sudden, this was more than a messy breakup leak. It began to resemble a major production. Let's face it, someone intended this to become widely popular. However, the crucial question of who leaked the tape is still open, because the twist is here. Perhaps it wasn't even Remy Ma. Yes, I am aware of your thoughts. She has a reason. She is furious. She has a past. However, a screenshot that was posted to a Threads gossip page claims that Remy was just as surprised as everyone else when the second version was made public. Wait, where TF did the music come from? I ain't edit sh*T is the purported message that Remy sent to her stylist. If it's true, then someone in Papoose and Claressa's inner circle had access to that uncut tape and used it as a viral weapon. First, let's talk about the suspects. Let's start with Mariah, Claressa's aide. Anonymous insiders claim that Mariah was able to manage Claressa's calendar and move files using her personal iCloud. Additionally, she supposedly had a tense relationship with Claressa after she was passed over for a raise and replaced as her handler who works full-time. Not to mention that Mariah was formerly a big fan of Remy Ma. You make the connections. Some people don't deserve loyalty. Some people don't respect the real ones that built them. Mariah was purportedly heard stating this in a now-deleted TikTok live. This isn't proof, but it certainly gives the impression of retaliation. The longtime buddy manager and sometimes hype man of DJ Nino Papuzia comes next. Strangely, he hasn't spoken anything during this entire ordeal. Here's what raises his suspicions: no shady likes, no tweets, no pronouncements. Leaked direct messages claim that DJ Nino had several copies of the raw tape since he was assisting Pap in establishing a secret membership platform that was never put into use. I'll repeat that gently. Allegedly, they intended to start a paid website. The story now takes a different turn. What if Papoose hadn't simply warned Remy with the tape? But what if it was all a rollout? What if Remy leaked it or seemed to be involved in the scheme? We learned this from an industry insider who asked to remain anonymous. Although I don't believe Pap anticipated it to go this far, I wouldn't be shocked if he intended the tale to spread. They forgot that the internet plays checkmate while they were all playing chess. The Remy Ma's public relations team, meanwhile, released a succinct statement stating any text that is circulating online was not published by. Legal action is being investigated. Remina Smith or her authorized representatives. Translation: don't blame us, but if you do, we have lawyers. Speaking of attorneys, this is where things start to get heated. Claressa Shields has reportedly already hired legal counsel, possibly to sue Papoose as well as Remy. Claressa, according to insiders, feels ambushed and taken advantage of, and she never agreed to any recording being modified or made public. Her text message to Papoose was, "I trusted you. This wasn't just a joke or a clapback. You weaponized me." Yikes. According to a screenshot that was posted on Twitter, Claressa was in full tantrum mode while followers were busy creating memes. She reportedly canceled 2 press engagements, unfollowed Remy Ma and Papoose, and even removed a reel from the BET Awards red carpet, according to sources. Claressa is not alone, though. If she is angry, they are split because of Rhee's admirers. She is viewed as the victim by some. Others don't. What's popular with the hashtag #RemyRevenge is shown below. What any woman would do, she did. Bet. Why keep the tape, though? Why open it? Why leak it? This is messier than Zeus Network. Oh. Remy had always been ferocious, but this time she went over and beyond when the man attempted to degrade her. Additionally, a genius began selling merchandise with the motto "PC's Raw Secret Claressa Savage" while the internet debated. Within 48 hours, it was sold out. We're discussing air fresheners, mugs, and sweatshirts. It's a great moment to be online. Let's change our focus, though, because this leak involves more than simply sex, treachery, and poor choices. We now know that the BET Awards' production team may have unintentionally contributed to this debacle. Yes, Papoose allegedly used AirDrop to send the file backstage. But Rhee's phone was not the device it connected to. It was an iPad production device used for scheduling events and lighting cues. You know what? That iPad had been connected to a cloud folder, which was compromised. An unnamed technician claimed that although he believed he sent the file to Remy, it ended up on a shared drive. I saw a thumbnail of the entire thing appear. I was instructed to shut it down by my management. It's too late. People witnessed it. Let's set the record straight. In an attempt to brag, Papoose sends the tape to Remy, sends it to a bed crew tablet by mistake. The synchronized folder is where that file ends up. After noticing the tape, someone rips the file and recognizes Claressa, and the video goes viral. But hold on, it gets more complex, because this error occurred at the exact moment was discovered. The modified version was posted by an unidentified Reddit user going by the handle Shields X Pose 225, the finished multi-angle slow fade edit, replete with background music and even a thank you screen, is not the unpolished version or the unintentional leak. Who could have completed all of that in less than a day? There are a lot of theories. Papoose is faking everything, even industry plants, in order to build a membership website. However, this is the wildest notion yet, and it's rapidly gaining popularity. Was it Claressa? Couple weeks ago, Claressa joked, "I mean, if somebody did leak a tape of me, at least make sure I look good in it." Bra was mentioned in an old Instagram live that some admirers unearthed. Is it a coincidence? Hinting at a planned launch? We're not sure yet. However, we do know that businesses are gaining trust and endorsements, and attorneys are circling. It has died. A third video clip began to trend just when you thought it couldn't get any better. This one was purportedly recorded by Remy Ma herself and shows her live commentary in the background while a full-screen recording of the tape being opened, viewed, and uploaded is made. Full-on narration is what we are discussing. Do you notice? Is this what he believes will harm me? No. Take a look. And presto. The upload button. The hit clip ends. Retribution_final MP4 was the file's title, and it has already been taken down from Twitter 5 times. However, as everyone knows, once anything is online, it's never truly gone. Chaos is what's left now. Fans are demanding answers while everyone is blaming others and refusing to accept responsibility. Who is telling lies? Who is leaking? And who is making a lot of money by laughing? Because someone is profiting if all of this was indeed a rollout. If not, we may be witnessing the most chaotic digital collapse in hip-hop history. But believe me, there is still more harm to come. If you believed that the leak was the culmination, you were mistaken, since the true tale is what transpired. Following the Download the Globe hit, not everything in the recording was scandalous. It turned into a legal catastrophe. Claressa Shields' legal team sent Remy Ma a cease and desist letter within 48 hours. It was 3 pages long, filled with legalese, and only one sentence caught my attention. A criminal act in most jurisdictions is the unapproved sharing of private images without written agreement. Boom. Whether it was a revenge tape or not, Remy was in trouble. Despite the dramatic surprise, Remy remained unfazed. Her legal team actually retaliated strongly. According to their statement, Ms. Smith did not produce, edit, or profit from the disputed material. Any distribution that she is credited with is hypothetical and devoid of confirmed digital forensic evidence. Translation: show it. Claressa, meanwhile, wasn't finished fighting. She brought a civil lawsuit in federal court, claiming breach of trust, emotional distress, and brand damages. $5 million in damages is sought. But hold on, Papoose wasn't unharmed. He was also mentioned as a co-defendant in Claressa's court filing, which claimed that Mr. SHM Mackey had recklessly disregarded consent by recording, storing, and purposefully disseminating the tape, either directly or through a third party. Yes, Papoose's own girlfriend has filed a lawsuit against him. And the internet was exploding as all of this was happening in court. Forums on Reddit with a viral video titled, "Can Remy go to jail for leaking Chelly's tape?" Twitter threads, Instagram lives, and even YouTube lawyers jumped on the case. The response was, maybe, if it can be proven that she knowingly distributed revenge porn, even without monetizing it. Some states consider that a criminal offense. But now for the most bizarre part of the story. Papoose sent Remy more than just the leak. Screenshots were leaked via a very bold iMessage thread, which has since been verified. Remy also received an audio tape from Papoose, a 13-minute voice memo. And it's devastating, according to those who have heard it. The purported voice memo with the title, "Just so I didn't send it to hurt you. I sent it so you could see that I tried. I tried to move on, but even when I'm with her, I still hear your voice. I still see your shadow brew." Papoose makes a twisted, broken confession in the MP4 video. However, he goes on to say, "If you leak it, I won't stop you. Know that we both lost." The question now turns to whether the leak was a release or a retaliation. But we're not done, since Bet itself entered the conversation in the midst of this conflagration. You could hear the heartache, the remorse, and, in some strange way, a sort of permission. A Bet insider leaked surveillance footage of Remy, Papoose, and Claressa backstage minutes before the tape was allegedly sent. The footage shows Papoose handing his phone to a Bet technician, but it has no audio. Fans are screaming setup. Was it really airdrop gone wrong? Or did Papoose purposefully plant a file on a public device knowing it would leak, just not knowing it would leak that hard? The network issued a formal statement addressing the airdrop scandal. "We are conducting an internal investigation into whether any Bet employee or device facilitated the distribution of private content. And if so, did Claressa ever really consent to being filmed?" Because a third, previously unseen screenshot showed Claressa staring straight at the camera as it was filming and mouthing the words, "Are you certain this won't leave the hotel?" That's the final nail in the coffin if it's real. But let's go a step further because a surprise character entered the story. Easy, the block captain. Yes, him again. He went live on Instagram sitting in his car, hoodie up, face serious. This is what he said. Consent was never given for the tape to leave private storage, so Ree's leak could implicate Papoose as well. "I warned her about Pap, told her not to go back, and now everyone is looking crazy." Fans went crazy. Is he talking about Remy? He warned her. Bro, how does he keep getting into this mess? Some even speculated that Easy might have given Remy the tools to upload the tape safely without tracing it back to her. One Redditor wrote, "Easy got battle rap bars. If you guys don't think he can teach someone how to hide an IP address?" Last unthinkable twist, however, is that while Claressa filed her complaint, a completely blurred version of the tape appeared with only text overlays and no audio. The text quotes from Papoose's voice memo. "I tried. I failed. I still love you." At the end, it fades to black and displays a single line. "You can't fix what you filmed." The video has received millions of views in less than an hour, and no one knows who uploaded it. As of this writing, it is still trending. What now? Papoose has vanished, leaving behind no social media posts, statements, or appearances. Claressa is stepping up her legal efforts and ending the relationship. The following day, she shared a single Instagram story, according to close insider Remy Ma. Black screen, white text, closure costs more than forgiveness. That's all. This whole ordeal, one airdrop, one tape, one leak has set off a digital firestorm, putting careers at risk, relationships in ruins, and the distinction between retaliation and regret entirely blurred. However, we do know that the tape was real. It leaked. There were multiple versions. No one is innocent in this, and as the lawsuits mount, one thing is certain: the internet will never forget what happened. I want to ask you this. If your ex sent you a tape like that, uninvited, unhinged, and fully explicit, would you burn it, leak it, sue them, or just walk away like it never happened? This story isn't just about messy celebrities. It's about power, pride, and the ridiculous lengths people will go to in order to prove they've moved on while still obviously holding on. We saw a 15-year marriage end in public. We saw world champion Claressa reduced to a trending hashtag, and we saw Papoose sacrifice his loyalty, privacy, and possibly his entire brand in order to retaliate against someone. However, nobody really won in the end, so it's your turn. Backhand index pointing right. Leave your comments below. You think Remy leaked it, or did someone else? It's backhand index pointing right. Should Papoose be charged with backhanded exploiting? And is Claressa the real victim here? Or was she also playing the game? If you enjoy drama, tea, and the most outrageous stories they want you to know, please like this video, subscribe, and enable notifications so you don't miss the next explosive breakdown. Because on this channel, we don't spill tea, we dump it, film it, and leak the entire folder. This is Celeb Tycoon, and I promise you, we're just getting started.